welcome to another edition of Erroneous Opinions Podcast. I am your host, Kevin Owens, and to my left,
Sam Doreen.
Jonathan Winter.
Right on, right on. Hey, how's everybody doing this week?
Good. I had a great week. We had this whole week off, so on Tuesday I got to go do some snowboarding, which is pretty fun. Went to Snow Valley. They actually have snow. Then tried my hand in a little bit of carpentry.
Well, carpentry, like Jesus.
Similar to Jesus, no crosses.
No.
Yeah, no.
I don't think Jesus built crosses.
He did?
No.
I guess I'm not
maybe
familiar with
tables.
I'm not familiar with the story of Jesus. He made bread, right?
He carpenter, bread maker, wine maker,
The whole shebang.
HO2 connoisseur.
Walker up.
Jesus probably not gluten intolerant.
You'd hope not.
Listen, Jesus, we're going to crucify you, but we ran short on crosses. Can you make your own?
Maybe that's what they do. They before it, just to get it drilled into your head a little harder, they make you build your own cross, and then, you know.
Oh, that's where I forget my craft, and I make that thing a bit shabby.
Yeah, it's gonna fall out
falls apart, dude. I mean, was there any quality control building crosses?
I think they know if it's a shitty cross, it's like you take one board, you put another, you just
put a little bit of super glue on it.
He fucks up and does an X. What do you do?
It becomes kind of a Sado torture device instead of a crucifixion.
50 Shades of Jesus.
50.
Jonathan, what about you? How was your week?
My week was outstandingly average.
Yeah?
Yeah, it worked, and had lunch with an old friend, one of my oldest friends, still a friend.
That dynamite of yours. I'm making
so, and then I'm here. It's Friday. So.
It's got to be Friday. We're recording. We're together. It's beautiful weather outside.
Yeah.
And a load of shrapnel.
Quite the change from last weekend.
I'm missing a few things.
Yeah, that's pretty damn cold down here sometimes, man. And I know you were pretty unhappy with how frigid it was in the underground bunker, if you will.
I get a little cold sometimes. Yeah, you'd think my thick Wisconsin blood would keep me from getting cold, but it doesn't help at all. You lose that about 3 or 4 months after being down here. I'm a huge pussy now. When it's 60 degrees, I have to put a hoodie on. You know, I remember being a kid and running around in 40-degree weather, playing basketball and shit with a t-shirt.
Jumping in puddles and shit.
Yeah.
I mean,
you can still jump in puddles now, even at your older age.
Cold.
God damn it.
Kevin, bronchitis?
No, there's just so many things that, as an adult now, I used to enjoy as a fucking kid, and I don't anymore. You know, it's,
Like what?
I don't like getting wet, dude. I'm like a fucking gremlin, dude. I hate getting wet. You know, I try to bundle up. It's raining outside, and,
How about feeding you after midnight? Are we allowed to do that stuff?
You know what? Look at my waistline, dude. That's probably that's a bad thing, too. Sunlight, I've never been a day person because, again, in my later years, I'm heavier. I hate fucking sweating, dude. Like, you get that sweat, that crotch sweat, and it gets worse when you got a little front ass working with you. Your under porch gets a little moist. It's fucking bad, dude. It's just all around bad.
You get a little black mold underneath there.
I call a mold abatement specialist out to check my fucking underwear. Just like, hey, dude, can you look at this for me?
That's why I prefer Under Armour.
And you know what? Growing up as a kid, I started out in the whitey tighties. You know, maybe 13, 14, moved to boxers, which was weird. First time wearing boxers.
You were that old when you switched to boxers?
Yeah.
Wow.
I didn't like them being unprotected. I didn't like them just swinging around. Because again, all ball, you know, those things tend to get in the way. You need to bring them up.
Yeah.
You need to keep them close to the
out
body.
Of the way that way. You don't want to sit on your balls. That's never a good thing.
No, it happens. Quite frequently, wife will look over. She's like, "What the fuck did you do? Smashed a nut on the couch, dude." Like, but you know, made the change at 13, and then it wasn't until fairly recently I went to the boxer briefs. Let me tell you, you get the comfort of the boxer and the snugness of the whitey tighties. And
I've been a boxer brief wearer for 15 years, easy.
Yeah, but you got the body for it. You know, you ever seen a fat Calvin Klein model?
I never got like
You never know. This day and age now, with America being okay with plus-size models, it'll be... Maybe you'll start seeing fat.
I got your battery,
fat
Kurt.
Calvin Klein
Okay,
models.
so
I still think there's a difference between fat and like plus size. There's a huge difference.
I need sugar and some cables.
I think once
Try
you're
the
not
shop,
skinny, you're
bring 'em
just
back,
fat.
and you'll get
There's
the
only
volume
one or the
of
other.
150.
Yeah, either you're like you're in good shape or you're in bad shape. And round slash fat is the bad shape. No offense to you guys. I mean,
Thank you.
No, I'm out of shape.
with all due respect, you guys are fat. No,
Give me some time.
you
I'll
can
let
say
you
it's
know
true.
when I'm done.
Yeah, I mean, my wife hates hearing it on this podcast.
That's
It's
why-
like,
that's
it's
why I
not
try to-
news.
I try to bring it up as much as I can for that reason.
You married me. Like, it's not news. You're not finding out for the first time that I'm fat listening to the podcast.
Kevin, I never knew you're overweight.
I mean, and that's just, I don't know. I definitely put on more weight, and they always say you do once you get married.
I know I have.
Hey,
Fuck you.
this is the baby.
This dude's over here. No gut, whatever.
I got a little bit of extra skin. It looks like fat.
Oh, dude, you could fuck my belly button. Dude, that shit together.
Speaking of belly button, dude, is yours pretty stinky?
No, it's actually it's fine. It's just my belly button eats about as much as I do. I reach in there, and I mean these
A
we're
whole
t-shirts.
Cheerio.
Add a little milk, grab a spoon.
Fuck, I forgot a plate. Maybe you should put some fries in that shit.
Exactly. Just dip your fries in your belly button ketchup.
No, but I mean, like, you know, I'm a t-shirt, shorts kind of guy, and, you know, most t-shirts, there's not a whole lot of lint going on the inside of your t-shirt, but, you know, come home after work and look in my belly button, and there's a fucking mouthful of lint in it. It's like, where did you come from, dude?
We're undershirts now.
I only ask because my stepbrother used to hold me down, stick his finger in his belly button, and make me smell.
See, I don't even know.
Stepbrother?
Just an awful smell. Yeah, my stepbrother.
Probably because he didn't shower. And
Just an awful smell. He was a big dude.
yeah, as you know, when you're skinny, you can get away with like a shower a day. You know, maybe a shower every other day. You know, but as a fat guy, you can't see a shower.
Dude,
No. You see your stepbrother, you probably went in, a couple days with his belly button stinking to shit.
Do you guys dig in there?
Oh yeah, you gotta get the soap in there, finger it a little bit. First I ask permission so I don't get charged.
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
It's sensitive.
I try not to go in there too far, because apparently, I mean, that's where my Cheerio stash is.
You don't want to soap up your Cheerios.
But that'll lead us into our first story here. Do sad movies make you eat more? And apparently, I mean, that's going to be, I guess going to school's got to be fantastic, right? Because you get to do stupid shit like this. Like, oh, what's your study? Oh, we're studying if sad movies make you fat.
Hey. Speak with respect, sir. Someone probably got a doctorate out of this shit.
Right? And that's my point, dude. Little jealousy there, you know. Control group, I mean, they went the whole 9 yards. It looks like they ran the gambit of putting comedies versus sadder rom-coms.
I think it's you need to get the comfort food, which is generally a food that's going to be more fattening. You know, it's whatever your comfort food is, be it donuts or fried chicken.
Oh my God, this is such a tearjerker when we grab a bucket of KFC.
Comfort food. Oh shit.
I need to mask my tears with grease.
You ever dab up a tear with a fucking chicken wing, dude?
No, but I've done it with a biscuit.
Right.
Yeah, why would you use a chicken wing, dummy?
Well,
Your eyes gonna burn and shit.
Yeah, you gotta use a biscuit.
does it matter if it was grilled? I was trying to go healthy.
See, that's the thing I'm saying. Like, you never get comfort food is always something that's like, pretty fattening. You never get like, I want some comfort food on this cold day. I'm gonna make a salad. A salad's not a comfort food. You always hear like Southern comfort food is, fucking the shit they eat down there, like fried chicken and chitlins and hog balls and whatnot.
So I mean, apparently here, and this is Cornell Food and Brand Lab. Moviegoers tend to eat more at a drama than a comedy. More specifically, researchers found that viewers ate 28% more popcorn when watching Love Story, compared to those who were watching Sweet Home Alabama.
Who the fuck watches Sweet Home Alabama?
Hey, that's not a bad movie.
That's when you eat a gun. You watch that fucking movie.
My wife loves it.
Isn't it sweet? Yeah, well, she's your wife.
It was Reese Witherspoon and not Matthew McConaughey.
It was
Romantic.
really, really stupid.
Some other dude that looks better with his shirt off than anybody in this room.
I mean, but I think it's just simple. Like, if you go to a party and you're having a ton of fun, you don't eat more. But if it's a shitty party and you're bored, you're like, oh, I'm staying here for another hour. My friend will be pissed off. You snack a little bit more. Maybe drink another beer or whatnot. You go to the movie, you don't want to be spewing popcorn at the people in front of you.
This is true.
You know, if you're in a comedy.
If you're laughing a lot, yeah.
Yeah, subconsciously, you're not like, this is a funny movie. Let me shove this whole Snickers in my mouth.
So I can...
Right over the people in front of you.
I noticed this line. It said, sad movies also lead people to eat more than healthy. Sad movies also lead people to eat more of any healthy food than that's... Am I reading this like a fucking retard? What does that say? And sad movies always lead people to eat more of any healthy food that's in front of them. Whatever the fuck that means. But down here it says, it's a quick and mindless way of getting more. Who the fuck is eating veggies in a movie? You don't go to... Okay,
Wait, you
all my
don't go to a
rambling...
movie with a cornucopia of fresh produce?
Generally not. all my rambling aside in the beginning, what it says here is basically, if you bring a fucking healthy salad into the movie theater instead of doing the concession stand. So first off, now you're cheating the cinema out of money because you're not buying the concessions. Everybody knows it's illegal to bring fucking food into a movie theater. Punishable by death in some states.
I just figured out that's how he's skinny.
Well, secrets out of the book here.
He didn't bring his own food in.
I mean, I get a bad enough time, and I'm totally guilty of it. Every time I go to the movies, I'll skip the popcorn. Most of the time, I won't buy the soda anymore. Unless it's a 3-hour movie, something longer that necessitates, a gallon of soda, a liter of pop, cola, whatever it happens to be. But, I'm a gummy bears guy, and I'll make the one box last the whole movie. But I won't open that fucker until the movie starts. I've got
you're that asshole.
Yeah. And it's so quiet in there, right? You get that. It's quiet. It starts coming on screen. You got your credits. No one's talking. And I'm sitting there just fucking rustling around.
Shut the fuck up over there.
But I tell you what, I hear some motherfucker munching a carrot behind me. I'll fucking turn around and lose my shit. I mean, I'm all for bringing in your own stuff. Period. Just bring it in. I mean,
here's what you bring into a movie theater. You bring in a flask with some booze.
Because you're watching Sweet Home Alabama.
Because you have to do something to get yourself past that. And you don't buy the concessions because they're $3.97 for a half-full box of Milk Duds, which is fucking bullshit.
And that's what I was going to get back to. You're like, the healthy foods and shit. Are you going to pay $12 for an apple?
Yeah, imagine
seriously?
That. Imagine they're trying to sell salads at the cinema or any other healthy food, and you're forced to spend $6.75 for a small bag of carrots.
I mean, it's already like, what is it?
That.
$4 for a soft pretzel. Another 50 cents for the salt.
Yeah, for the salt. Who the fuck eats a pretzel with no salt?
And like $1.50 for the fucking cheese. Like, and the cheese, they're so small, they don't last the whole damn pretzel.
Dude, there's no way.
I like it. You go up and you buy a pretzel. It's like, would you like salt with that? No, I just want to give you $4 so I can not enjoy my pretzel.
Exactly.
What's his car look like?
Salt on a pretzel. Let me know and I'll smack you in the face.
Vegans, and they deserve to be
Brian
smacked.
doesn't like to be.
This is true.
But then they're not buying a pretzel.
So sad movies. I mean, obviously, I'm assuming you're not a fan, Sam?
Of sad movies?
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't. Not fucking Sweet Home Alabama. No, I don't watch a whole lot. I mean, what's a sad movie? Like, I guess 7 Pounds is a sad movie. Are we talking like chick flicks?
Wait, 7 pounds? Me and I was with a friend of mine, and we were watching the movie. Was I the only one like, Pager, please, Pager, go off, Pager, get a donor, they love each other. That was a sad movie. I cried like a bitch.
See, I was on the verge of tears. That one, or like Marley and Me. Did you guys see Marley and Me? Dude, that one's rough, man.
Any guy,
any dog.
You're not a guy if you don't cry when a dog.
Yeah, it was. I watched it. I watched that. I was up and out with my buddy and my old staff. We were watching it together. three dudes sitting in a room together watching this. And the end of it, me and my buddy are like sitting there like,
that's how much time you have to get the hell away.
You know, holding it back, and my old stepson's like, it's a fucking dog, dude. Who fucking cares? I'm like, yeah, it's a stupid dog. Yeah, fuck the dog.
I think that was one of those.
This place is dusty.
But I always dug George Carlin's stance on dogs, one of his comedy bits, and I'm going to paraphrase to the best of my ability. But he's like, dogs, they come and they go. They're only around so many years. But the best thing about a dog is you can literally take the stuffed body, take the picture, walk into somewhere and go, give me another one of these. That works out well. And he said, and I pray to God, I hope it's true, because it's the most awesome thing. He's like, you get the same dog, you don't have to change any of your pictures.
You just keep redoing the photo album. You take the new puppy pictures, put them like you took a ton.
I was like, wow, that's one hell of a dog, dude. That's some awesome fucking. You have this dog how long?
That dog for 47 years. Wow. Yeah, it's incredible. I don't understand it.
Wow, Kevin, I've been looking at your album, and your weight fluctuates a lot. 3 months old, what'd you drop, like 12 pounds and gain 15 back in a week?
I came out as a big kid, man. My dad definitely. I think that's why my dad beat me so much, was I literally ruined my mom's vagina.
So back to the thing, though, to answer it, I don't generally go see, if I spend $13 for a movie ticket these days, or whatever it is, I usually will not pay for that to go see a sad movie. I'll wait for those ones. The movies I see are like, fuck, I don't even know the last movie I saw, to be honest with you, in the theaters. Maybe Skyfall was the last one I saw in the theaters.
Not a bad one. Not a bad one.
I mean, you gotta watch James Bond. There's the movie, so I guess action movies are probably the ones I go see in the theater. Those are the ones you need the theater for.
Yeah,
so you can,
for sure.
So let's bring it back.
Big screen, the booming fucking bass, you need that shit.
So let's bring it back. So when you and your friend were like crying like little women, watching Marley and Me, did you eat more? Did you have more snacks than if you were watching like
No, but there was
Saving Silverman?
There was a bottle of wild turkey there. We were taking pulls off of that.
So you were drinking more then?
Yeah.
Calories? I mean, I think there's direct correlation there.
I guess it would be. I don't usually snack during any movie though. Really, I don't know, man. I'm a different kid. I never really did that growing up. I never trick or treating. I never ate my candy. My mom was a teacher, so she would just take it and then go and give it to her students as prizes for answering questions or some shit,
Wait.
I never snacked when I was a kid.
I was paying attention. Your mom stole your candy from trick or treating?
No, I let her have it. I let her have the candy.
That's what
we
she
didn't.
told
We wouldn't
you?
eat it. I never snacked, man. I had like 2 or 3 Snicker bars out of my fucking sack, and then that was it.
I don't know what happened to me. I ate all my fucking candy, but my grandma tells me these stories when she'd pick me up and take me grocery shopping with her, 2 or 3 years old. And unlike the other kids, oh, give me a candy bar or throw a fit, I'd be like, Grandma,
give me a pound of ground beef.
That was later. That was my college years.
Okay.
But when I was a kid, I was like, Grandma, can I have a bag of carrots? And she'd always give me a bag of carrots or some broccoli.
That's probably pretty strange too, yeah.
And I still love the shit to today. My biggest problem is I go home and I go to cook something, and my wife's thin and she can eat anything and just burns it right off. And she loves comfort food, like the horrible, disgusting, greasy, high-calorie shit. And I'm just lazy enough when I'm finished her meal, I'm like, I'm not cooking myself another meal. I want a salad, but fuck it. Sloppy Joe's it is.
Yeah, well, you can say that you want a salad. Just you're happy to eat the fucking.
Oh, I'm still happy. Yeah.
I should. Fuck it.
Fuck it. Yeah, add some cheese, a little barbecue sauce on this shit.
You gotta slice it up a little more, yeah.
So I'm totally listening to you guys, but I'm distracted by what's up on the screen right now.
Liar.
The Many Lives of Leonard Nimoy, Artist, Collector, and Vulcan. And it's a headshot of Leonard Nimoy looking like Abraham Lincoln. And there's a naked bitch in the background. I'm like, is that a titty?
Oh, yeah, he's staring right at the titty.
I'm trying to, and I'm like, what? Did he do that? Did they fuck up on the news story and superimpose 2 pictures there? What's going on?
The Many Lives... He was a hot model girl with titties hanging out.
She's in the background thinking, draw me like one of your Vulcan bitches.
As a collector of titties.
I didn't mean to derail the movie one, but
Fuck it, let's move on. What we got next?
Moving on. Any of you guys still read the newspaper? Is that a dead format? Anybody read the newspaper for
Mainly for
anything?
sports.
Yeah, I look at the sports page. When I was little, I used to only read I would just flip over to the comic page and read just comics, and that's all I would.
Sunday funnies?
I was never big on.
As a
I think
molesting goats or shit that we can eat. Like the horrible, disgusting, greasy, high-calorie shit. And I'm just lazy enough when I'm finished her meal, I'm like, I'm not cooking myself another meal. I want a salad, but fuck it. Sloppy Joe's it is.
Yeah, well, you can say that you want a salad. Just you're happy to eat the fucking.
Oh, I'm still happy. Yeah.
I should. Fuck it.
Fuck it. Yeah, then add some cheese, a little barbecue sauce on this shit.
You gotta slice it up a little more, yeah.
so. I'm totally listening to you guys, but I'm distracted by what's up on the screen right now.
Liar.
The Many Lives of Leonard Nimoy, Artist, Collector, and Vulcan. And it's a headshot of Leonard Nimoy looking like Abraham Lincoln. And there's a naked bitch in the background. I'm like, is that a titty?
Oh, yeah, he stared right at the titty.
I'm trying to, and I'm like, what? Did he do that? Did they fuck up on the news story and superimpose two pictures there? What's going on?
The Many Lives, he was a hot model girl with titties hanging out.
She's in the background thinking, draw me like one of your Vulcan bitches.
As a collector of titties.
But I didn't mean to derail the movie one, but
fuck it, let's move on. What we got next?
Moving on. Any of you guys still read the newspaper? Is that a dead format? Anybody read the newspaper for
Mainly for
anything?
sports.
Yeah, I look at the sports page. When I was little, I used to only read I would just flip over to the comic page and read just comics, and that's all I would.
Sunday funnies?
I was never big on.
I was a weird kid. Comics, sports, and then obituaries. I fucking know. I'm like, who died?
91-year-old
I'm
Edna.
like 10. Oh, Edna.
Oh, hello, Edna.
Died of a coronary.
Yeah, when I was a kid, I newspaper, also the circuit court. You know, a small town, they can put the circuit court on there because I mean, how many major things happen in the.
Right, they got to pad it with something.
Exactly. So there'd be a little section there, and you'd be like, in high school, like, which one of my friends got busted this weekend? You. Yeah, that's funny. Because you can still look it up. I still look it up online sometimes now. I'll see, like, one of my buddies got busted for weed, and he's super stony in his picture. His eyes are all bloodshot, and he's like, this stony face, from one shot.
I went to El Capitan High School, and it's, they have an ag department with sheep and all that shit. So we checked the newspaper to see if anyone's, like, molesting goats or shit that weekend.
Sheep.
And it happened. I think in the 4 years I went there, one dude was caught fucking our sheep twice.
El Cajon, right?
Lakeside.
Oh, Lakeside.
And then he was caught, like, I think he finally got arrested. He was suspected. They found the sheep tied up, to the post. Molested.
I'm
And
here,
a farmer came out and arrested him one
working.
night for fucking his horse.
Really?
That's unexpected.
Dude, okay, so speaking of horse
Alright,
fucking.
a little
quick
on-the-fly
caveat.
surgery should do the
Wausau,
trick.
Wisconsin. This dude.
First,
I sent you guys
open the casings by
article.
making
No, I
an
didn't.
incision
Oh my god.
just below
It's
the
incredible.
negative
This dude from
terminal
Wausau.
post.
Anything
Peel
that happens
back
in
the
Wisconsin, I
casing.
usually get pretty pumped for because, as you can imagine, being from there, I like to see the weird shit that goes on. But was horse fucking, and he said he was watching some horse porn.
Along the
I got him in the
incision
mood, I
line
guess.
to reveal
And,
the trigger wiring
around there
harness.
and was trying to fuck his horse, so
Now,
just pull it up.
check this
Man
out on
smokes
2
weed,
green wires
sucks horse
and the
dick.
3 red. I'm betting
You should see this guy's face. In the mugshot, he's like,
drinking when
he's
I
like,
did
dude,
them, which I now realize was perhaps irresponsible of me.
I mean, that's the worst thing to happen to all this marijuana legislation right now. It's just like, you smoke weed, you'll suck horse cock.
You'll fucking end up sucking a horse's dick.
He looks judgmental too, like, what? Everyone goes out and sucks dick.
Oh, you got it? You both?
Yeah, I got that.
Yeah, so here's the opening sentence is, in Wausau, Wisconsin, a 30-year-old has been charged with possession of marijuana and blowing a horse.
They don't even try to bury the lead. They just put it on
just
Front
put it right
Street.
out there. And then down here it says, in other horse news, back in October, a 19-year-old Floridian jacked off on a horse toy at Walmart and then put the stuffed animal back on the shelf in the classic not-change my mind kind of fashion.
I like how the Wisconsin papers like, and look at the Florida kid. He's way weirder.
This kid. Push it off. So you read this weird shit about this kid from Wisconsin, but this guy in Florida is jerking off on toys. And
But no one's shot each other in Florida yet? Let's push it. Find something else, quick.
Exactly.
So let's go with let's go back to that story though, and I think there's some great pieces in here that you overlooked, and so the Northwestern.com claimed that Jared Kreft was found inside a barn with a marijuana pipe and a jar of petroleum jelly. He was also wearing a face mask and blue wind pants with holes cut out around the crotch and ass areas.
Hey, weed will make you do crazy things.
Like, what are you wearing to get away? I mean, obviously you drove there. Did you cut the holes out while you were there?
What are chasing this guy like? A whole then they get like 4 or 5 dudes that think are suspected of smoking weed and sucking the horse cock, and they're like standing up there, like on the lineup, and there's the one dude's got holes cut around his cock and his fucking ass, and you're just like, well, I wonder who. I mean, was his plan to take the horse dick after he sucked it off a little bit? Because you know what happens when you take a horse dick, you die.
Tell us, you seem like the authority on this. I didn't know you die.
Well, apparently that's what happened, Kevin. The video. The guy that died.
There's a video of taking a horse dick, and he died?
2 guys, 1 horse, and the gentleman's name was he went by Mr. Hand, I believe, and the video I saw, I wish Will was here. Will said he saw the video where the guy died, I believe. And that's the video that I've been looking for years now. Now, the story's old. It's, Jesus.
Old. It's super
5+ years old. The video that I saw, which apparently took place right before his death, and there's an awesome documentary called Zoo, I believe, based on this. But the video starts out, and apparently there's 3 guys. So you've got Mr. Hand, you've got his
elbow,
his helper buddy, and then the guy that
the producer, Horst Draper,
Dong Draper.
No, man, it's Horst Draper. Your name is Horst Draper? No, Horst Draper.
But so I mean, first off, let's get into. So we got 3 guys total, right? But let's get into that night, right? The discussion. That there's 3 of us here. How the fuck did that discussion go, dude? Like, hey, Jonathan, I need you to do me a favor. It's gonna sound weird. Don't say no. But I need you to hold a camera and record something for me tonight. You think you can do that for me?
I can hold the camera.
Look,
All
and
right,
the barricade.
Sam,
What's up?
All right, the
I
tunnel's
got this
now
gnarly
passable.
urge to get fucked in the ass by a
I told you, my
horse.
friend.
Okay,
If
I'm listening. Yeah, that's what I'm into.
Come
Do you
see me,
think you
and
could
I'll give you the
lend me a
blueprint.
hand and guide this horse's cock into my ass?
I'll guide the dick in your butt. Yeah, I got no problem with
Do you
that.
think it went that smooth?
Like that easy? It's like, yeah, this isn't weird at all. Why would you not want to get fucked by a horse?
Now, apparently, a caveat to that later on. Apparently, the 2 surviving guys were involved in a animal sex ring. They got busted later on.
So yes, that conversation went that
Probably
easy.
did. But
They're in a ring of animal sex.
back to the video at hand. So you got the dude. He's kind of like up on a, if I remember correctly, up on a stump, and he's up against the. He's up against the fence.
Not that stump. Not yet. We're getting to that.
Is this a Dr. Seuss book too? He's up on a stump about to get humped.
But So he gets up there, and I don't know, didn't see any lube, don't know if the horse went in dry or whatever, but
God, you hope not.
they got the horse erect, and his buddy grabs, elbow to fist, maybe. If you're lucky, the horse is, packing a small.
Yeah, small as that. God, dude.
And he guides this thing into to the guy's ass. And the horse goes to town. Now, the funniest thing, getting past this...
that's fucking horse head on heart right there.
my favorite part is within the second to third thrust. It's like 2 short ones. By the third thrust, this horse is in there. Balls deep.
To the hilt.
Yeah, and starts going to town, right? And by maybe around pump 10 or 11, the horse hits him so hard that you can actually see him kind of jump and lift off his feet. Dude just screams, "Oh!" and that video, that made it for me. That one scene where he gets lifted off his feet is awesome. Now it comes back to reality and gets gross real quick when the guy finally goes, I think he came.
Oh, God, that is fucking horrendous.
So his buddy again...
As it drops out of his mouth like an alien.
Yeah, dude,
all the way through.
The part that he didn't discuss with his buddies after that was, would you please,
Yeah, you gotta guide this thing out.
Take the cum.
He's directed with the fucking orange cones, dude. And that was it. So, the next video after that is apparently where his intestines got ruptured and everything. Seen on camera, buddies going something to the effect of, we got to get you to the hospital. We've got to get you to the hospital. And I guess he looked at the camera and goes, what am I going to tell him? I fucked a horse?
Yeah, what do you do in that situation? I mean, do you go to the hospital or you just die? I think I would just die. I don't know if I want to go down. You're going to go down as the guy that fucked a horse anyway? But I want to be dead for that. I don't want to have, there's no that I would know.
Bury me in the woods with the tape.
I mean, you got to report the body, and I would literally rather have it with my 2 other sick friends and the coroner, and that's it. I don't want to go to the hospital. I don't need nurses, doctors, staff. I got to be in the fucking waiting room. Why are you in today? Horse cock.
Like sitting down on a chair, just bleeding all over the hospital chair.
Sir, I don't think that's covered by your insurance.
It says here, actually, on the bottom line of your insurance, that if you fuck a horse on your own free will, that you're not covered. So how do you plan to pay for all this?
I just want to be in the meeting where they added that into the insurance.
Yeah, dude, that becomes like an
Article B. Can we add in willing horse sex and a caveat for horse rape? Because we will cover horse rape.
Jonathan, that's bound to never happen. Why would we do that? I got one story for you.
I got a story for you.
I know. Here, this is why.
Watch this video.
Midwest.
That's the horse fucking. Exactly. The horse fucking down in Washington, though, right? Wasn't that where the zoo was, where the horse fucking and the?
I believe so. It's been so long since I pulled that up. But like I said,
either way, it's white trashy.
Well, and like I said,
white trashy to fuck a horse.
The 2 surviving guys, like I said, they got arrested later on. The cops came in, found out it was literally a, for lack of a better description, cat house, quote unquote. But it was for barnyard sex, and they had horses and sheep and pigs and
they brought the horses back. That's my thing. Like, the horse just killed your friend. You're gonna let somebody else fuck it?
Well, the horse is feeling guilty.
Sign a waiver.
The horse was feeling guilty. You brought it back. You gave it a job. I mean,
I guess
thing to do.
But they rescued a large number of assorted mice, gerbils, hamsters that were literally covered in the story, and I love it. They were covered in feces and petroleum jelly.
Poor Lemmiwinks.
God, dude.
They cleaned all these poor animals off, and they wanted to adopt them out.
That's disgusting. Either one, they busted them after it's like, okay, yeah, shift's over, pull all the mice out of the ass, or they didn't wash these things. Both are disgusting.
I know. So now you're like into that, like putting gerbils in your ass. Do you take a dirty one?
I'm not into that, but
so you were okay. So you're into this thing. You're into taking rodents in your bunghole. Do you fucking take a dirty one, or do you be like, no, dude, you gotta I don't want somebody else's poo-poo in my butt. You gotta clean that shit.
I don't know. You probably already have AIDS, so what's the point?
This is true.
I don't think so. I
Do you
think...
get AIDS from animals? Yes, you do. From monkeys. That's
Yeah,
how it
because
came.
the poop is on the fur.
Oh, train. I'm at the building.
The poop.
You get too much poop on the fur.
I think, honestly, if you're into this sort of thing, right, it's obviously hard to come by.
You're just glad you found it.
I guess you can go out and grab an animal, right? Fuck the animal. But when you find a group of people that share that same interest with you, I guess it's kind of, and it's not online, like it's somewhere you can go live and meet and talk and, share experiences, I guess.
And share the animals.
To find a place like that sounds like it's fucking Shangri-La. You know what I mean? It's this magical place.
I don't know if I would call it magical, but I'll keep going.
Do you think their game of duck, goose is the same?
I don't think you're waiting. I don't think you care if there's, some poop. It's pre-lubed. The thing's got a good survival record.
Hey, how many asses has this hamster been in?
Right? Do they rate them that way?
8 asses, and made it out every time.
Now, do you count?
He's a survivor. I'll take him.
You count each ass independently, or are we counting the times he went into a single ass? Like, Todd has taken this mouse 12 times, and he's been in 7 other asses too.
I think you just do the number. I guess you have to do the number of times he enters the asshole.
This mouse deserves to be on a Michael Bay film.
Exactly.
He's a survivor.
Now, I guess right now we'll go into, it's not even another news story, but we'll stay on the same line so far. Why is it that every time somebody ends up with something in their ass, mostly guys, and I'm presuming like this is one of those things that black people don't do. You know what I mean? This is purely a white guy thing. I don't think Mexican, I don't think any other race does it. It's a white person thing. You end up with something in your ass, and you do go to the hospital, and your first inclination is to tell them, when I was washing the dog, and I slipped on a jar of peanut butter, and somehow the shampoo bottle ended up in my ass. It's always the same damn story. Like there's some object that's not supposed to be in the shower. They slip on something else, washing the dog, and X ends up in their ass. I don't get it.
I was about to get clarification.
I'll let you know when I find something.
Is this a common thing? People slip on peanut butter? Like,
I've
one,
heard,
that doesn't seem very slippery, and 2, why haven't I heard of this?
I've read that story several times now. Now to backtrack to that is like, what the fuck are you doing in the shower with the dog and peanut butter?
Yeah, exactly. Wait a second. Wait. Either way, nice try to cover it up. Either way, this is not working out.
Yeah.
Now you got.
Put the shampoo bottle in their kitchen floor. It just makes me. I was going to wash my hair, but let me put this on the floor. I'm just going to make myself peanut butter jelly sandwich.
Exactly.
Which
None of it adds up.
Not at all, dude. I mean, you smell bullshit, obviously, right off the bat. I mean, I got a friend who's a nurse, and she had no idea what ass chugging was. Right?
Ass chugging?
Ass chugging.
Chug.
You're chugging ass? Is it like for poop?
No,
I think it's like the Jackass movies, right? Put a tube in there, you pour the beer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Get drunk faster.
So
They were dying of this shit.
yeah, because all your nerve endings are there.
They were probably taking like.
Well, alcohol poisoning,
vodka.
because it absorbs into your body a hell of a lot faster than if you drink it.
Just like a spot.
And you get a lot more alcohol in your bloodstream.
Soaking tampons, jamming them up their ass, and like hanging out. That's what they were doing in school. And it's just like she'd never heard of it. And she's like, that doesn't exist. That does not exist. I go, no, I can assure you, it exists, and it's a huge problem right now. About 2 to 3 weeks later, she texts me, oh my god, guess what? I go, what? She's like, this guy was just in here. I go, and? She's like, he was ass chugging. She was so, I started asking for details, but she was so excited that what I told her was not fake.
That's how it always goes, I feel like. Anytime you hear some shit or you see some shit, like, then it happens to come up all the time after that.
It comes in droves and waves.
Seriously.
Yeah, because you're aware of it, so now your eyes just pick it up.
Exactly. It's like a subconscious thing that you never really noticed before.
And I think that's the problem with with the news. Is that whole, the old adage that's been around forever, if it leads, it leads, but, they look for those stories, and everybody's pushing their own agenda, but, you end up with this shooting over here, and then it's like, well, then there's this shooting, and this shooting, and this shooting, and this shooting, and it's like, well, you guys just chose to ride that wave. hence gun control, all of this, or, cop on black violence. I was reading an article that there are more black men in prison here, incarcerated in the United States, than in like 10, 12 other countries all put together. And it's,
you gotta look at per capita, right? This is per capita.
I think this was overall.
Well, shit. Obviously we're gonna have more than like Germany, but look at how much fucking bigger it is.
Yeah, but we're pulling in. And these were. I wish I would have saved the news story, but they're pulling in some pretty big places, And don't do the fucking crime. I'm sorry. Like when you break down the crimes and what's going on, there is a race that's more tailored to armed robbery, carjacking, stuff like that, where
Asians, right? Talking about Asians.
right,
Yeah.
we're on the other side of it. How many times do you hear of a black guy with a meth lab? No, that's purely a white thing. You know what I mean? Like mobile meth labs, like meth labs in trailers, meth labs anywhere.
Horse fucking.
Horse fucking. You would never catch a black guy,
Or when you get
in any of those situations.
Or when you get a story of like, police have surrounded a sniper shooting people. White guy.
Well, the DC sniper was a
everyone assumed,
dude, wasn't he?
everyone assumed the DC sniper until they got him was a white
guy. Yeah.
Oh,
And then they're like,
head blown, dude. Like, what the fuck?
Wait a second, they're good at shooting. They just spray and bullets all over the place. What the hell is this?
Sir, did you hold it sideways by chance?
Oh, kill shot!
It does more damage if you tilt it.
But it's these stories are out there, and that's the thing that to push certain agendas. I believe that we need to rein the news in and keep it more localized. You know what I mean? Because we run the risk of the copycats. There's always a copycat out there. Everybody wants to get their name, and apparently the way to do it now is to run out and shoot people. That doesn't mean guns are bad. Fuck. Can't believe we went from horse cock to fucking gun legislation. But
holy shit, how did that even happen?
Kevin. Fucking
Good. We
Kevin.
probably need to stop talking about horse cock anyway. So that's good.
Yeah, it's
we gotta move on from that. Shooting loads to
because everyone comes
Talk about shooting your load.
Because everyone comes here for our political slant.
Right. But yeah, fucking moving on from gun control because all of that's bullshit. And
Guns don't kill people. I kill people.
Dude, try to take my guns, dude. Don't. But it's just not gonna happen. Don't try. Don't try.
If I raise you upstairs here,
You can try that.
Try that. I think he succeeds at that.
You win.
push you downstairs.
All right, Kevin, I'll give you a tip. If he runs for your guns, just go for your car. That's it. Get the fuck out of here.
All right, let's move into something happy. Back to newspapers. That's how this whole transition started.
Right.
I preemptively ran with the horsecock story, and I'm trying to talk about Sunday funnies. So apparently,
because there's nothing more prevalent in Sunday comics.
Yeah, how did that come?
In comic stories than horsecock.
We didn't even talk about that. I like to read the comics, and I was gonna be like, horsecock.
Blindsided by horsecock.
What are you talking about? Something about horsecock?
Fuck! I have to apologize, Kevin. I derailed us with the lakeside.
Lakeside,
sheep
that's
and a
right.
horse.
Fucking sheep.
Fucking Jonathan, I hate that guy.
So let's rein it back in.
Hey, sheep fucker!
To use another horse term, let's rein it back in.
What the hell happened?
But apparently it looks like this is the Herald Times of Indiana made a controversial decision to replace 13 comic strips in its print edition, and it didn't go unnoticed. Apparently an irate Bloomington boy called the editor and left him a voicemail, and apparently this kid was pretty upset.
We're gonna let the listeners listen to this.
Yeah, we'll play the phone call for you guys, and tell me what you think. I mean, would you call? Two, would you let your child call?
No.
So let's play that message.
Hi, this is my son would like to express his opinion about the changes to the comics. Come here. Come on. No. Okay, here he is. Okay, now. Don't press. Okay. I want back these comics now. Lincoln, Ernest, Ziggy, Garfield, Home Alone. I mean, not Home Alone. Close to Home.
Holy shit, kid.
You don't even know what you want back.
And Garfield again. We also want back Dilbert. You jerks. You jerks. You jerks. You jerks. And say you want, and say we want, sorry, I said a couple. Nancy, Peanut, what? No, close to home. You don't care about Dewsbury, close to home. Garfield, again. Foxtrot.
I mean, so far it sounds like the parents are missing these, not necessarily the kid.
The kid doesn't read fucking Dilbert.
I don't care how old you are. Get your shit together, kid.
For better or for worse. For better or for worse.
All sort of been doing one. That's fair.
Okay. That's all, you jerks. I'll give you back all my money. I'll give you all my money if you just give us it back. You idiots, jerks. Shithole. Shithole.
I'm more concerned with these kids, the kids' parenting. Like, this kid's 8, and they're having to tell him this? Like, can he not read? Could they not wrote down the comics he wanted back?
If the
before
kid
he made
wanted
the
the
call?
fucking comics, he would know what... Nobody likes Family Circus, first off.
No, fuck no.
It's fucking the most ridiculous shit in the world. Dilbert, the 8-year-old kid is not going to read Dilbert and understand what the fuck they're talking about. It's like, that's totally for people who work in an office setting.
Right, right.
To find that funny.
There's nothing more I loved when I was an 8-year-old than coming in and reading funnies about corporate humor.
Yeah.
It was hilarious.
Dude,
Printer not working. Todd's late on the reports. I totally get that. Now back to kickball.
I know, exactly. See, I don't know, man. It's funny. It's really funny. I like how the guy says on here, I thought it was a funny thing, said the editor, but still, an 8-year-old calling me a shithole isn't that pleasant. I like that the kid came up with shithole. Like, that was the fucking shithole.
Well, and it's like, I love that his mom had to tell him at the beginning of the call, no threats.
I know. Like, the kid is going to go off the handle, like, I'll fucking cut you alive.
I like the pause. He's like, his parents back there. He's like, you jerks. You jerks. Mom's a fucking shithole.
Shithole.
I'm gonna say it again, shithole.
Shithole.
Well, when you're fucking into something, I guess, like comics. I liked Peanuts and I liked Garfield when I was 8 years old because you can relate to that kind of shit. It's this snooty little cat who's, pissing off the owner because he wants to sleep in the fucking bread box. He eats all his pizza,
Lasagna.
Lasagna. Whatever. It's some fucking French food like that.
He hates French food. He hates Mondays. I mean, we all hate Mondays, so it's like, I relate to it. And again, something like that. Garfield, unless Odie's in it, I think Garfield's a little highbrow sometimes. You know what I mean? He's very introspective. It's a lot of shit that, again, the average kid isn't gonna catch. Kathy, fuck that bitch, dude. Like, I don't understand how that comic strip ran for so long. Kathy's just, I'd rather read Dilbert.
Especially an 8-year-old that can't apparently read.
We want Home Alone. I mean, not Home Alone. Home Values. That's right. I want Home Values.
Which apparently there's none because you just let your child call.
Yeah, there is. You have no Home Values.
Call somebody a shithole.
Shit. I don't get it.
Let's pull up a story we were gonna do last week.
Too much poo talk got in the way of that.
We didn't even get to a story last week, did we?
Not on episode 5. That one was
the brown
all
one.
shit talk, the brown one. And if you haven't checked out the brown one, go ahead and download or subscribe to that at iTunes.com and Stitcher.com. What's this thing going to edit this shit out?
Yeah, dude, I don't fucking...
Man, fucking Kevin unprepared. Well, not being here, he would have filled it up with some story that was relevantly unrelevant.
Relevantly unrelevant.
God damn it.
So while Kevin's searching for this bullshit, what do you think about the Chargers, the likelihood of them coming back after the 2016 season?
Likelihood? 25 to 50% chance.
I like 50% chance.
You're more of a 50-50 guy?
I just like it, like when it's, like when you're watching the weather, it's like it's 50% 50% chance it's gonna rain. What the fuck does that mean? It could or it could. There's no. Like it's a 50% chance. Is that like more of a chance than a 30% chance? I mean, it is. You know, there's more likelihood that it's, but it's still like totally up in the air whether or not.
I like the smaller percentages, unlike the news reports. 13% chance rain because we had dick to talk about today.
Exactly. So you can just place that in there.
Yeah.
Just like a 13% chance that we will be ready with each topic.
Justin Bieber got egged.
So here we go.
Oh, I saw that bullshit.
So drive-by egging knocks out a Seattle woman. This here obviously happened in Seattle. A couple of kids.
Seattle woman. Thanks for that little tidbit of information.
I mean, she could have been a Seattle woman living in
Florida.
Nova Scotia. I don't know.
Damn Nova Scotians and their drive-by eggings.
So, a couple of kids drove by, started chucking eggs, and this one apparently hit her right behind the ear and knocked her ass out.
Fantastic. Bring
How
it
hard
here.
do you have to get hit by it?
By an egg?
Is that a fucking soft spot back there? I don't know. Is
Right
it?
behind the ear?
It must be.
Yeah. Right around the ear and temple area.
I know
Get
the
a good
temple
shot.
up there. That'll
right
fucking
behind
be in good, but
the ear in MMA. You watch UFC when guys get hit right behind the ear a lot.
they go down.
Down.
Really?
Yeah.
A fucking egg though?
Eggs.
I mean, UFC, if somebody from the UFC is kicking you anywhere, I'm gonna go down. I'm not gonna take a fucking kick from anybody in the UFC. Like from Ronda Rousey.
Oh, God bless Ronda Rousey.
Dude, she would.
Did you see that NFL star that was talking shit and was like, "Oh, I could beat her ass.
Ah!
I'm a grown man." He's like 250 something pounds.
Ronda
She's
Rousey
like 135.
him up.
Dude, Joe Rogan apparently, he said you take that same bantamweight, because I think it's like 135 class. He said easily she beats 50% of the guys on the roster, and that's no joke.
No, she's that good.
She's fucking. They were talking about her like facing. The next Cyborg something in Rome is pretty funny. It was like, give her Chris Cyborg, give her a real cyborg, make her fight a cyborg, make her fight a robot.
I
The bionic transvestite.
I couldn't. 14 fucking seconds, dude. Her last fight. Like,
Yeah.
A submission, not a knockout. That's a submission too.
Yeah.
But to get back, have you guys ever did the thing where you take an egg? If you put it
Impossible.
a certain way in your hand, you can't crush it. It's
Yeah.
impossible. I don't know. I think it's feasible. Car,
I mean,
going,
it's just
car
like-
going like 40 miles an hour. You toss an egg out, and it hits him right there in the back of the ear. What? Maybe the chick's 110. Knocks
Yeah.
her ass out.
I don't know. Let's get one of you guys up there. I'll drive past.
Try back. Yeah,
And we'll throw an egg at one of you guys.
I got a story about that.
Right.
But let's get into this real quick. Someone in the passing truck threw a volley of eggs at them, and I love how they put a side note in there. An employee of the bar was also hit by the egging. Were they unconscious? Did they lose a fucking finger or something?
Yeah,
No.
who cares about
you
the
don't need
employee
to
of
be in the
the-
story.
or did they just get yoked?
That's that's filler.
I had as a teenager, and I had some drive-by oranges,
Ooh.
tossing big old navel oranges.
That would fuck you
That
up.
one has some mass behind it.
Yeah.
That's
A bit
gonna
late.
hurt. That's gonna leave a mark, dude. Several. You know.
Not a fucking egg. I just don't see it. I don't want to see it.
No respect for Paul.
Anybody been egged? Like literally been egged, especially unsuspectingly?
No.
No.
Does it hurt?
I'm white, so we played the egg toss a lot at picnics.
I mean, I got hit. It was Orange County. Bus systems up there run every 24 hours. They're pretty consistent. You know, you get past 10 o'clock, I think they run, you know, every hour at least. You know, the time that I was living out there. And I'm standing there, partying at my buddy's house. I leave, taking the bus from Costa Mesa, Santa Ana borderline, all the way into Newport Beach. And I see the bus down the street. I'm like, sweet, you know, finish up my cigarette. And I'm not paying attention, but there's a car behind the bus. Bus is still coming. Car disappears. Still not thinking nothing of it. Well, all of a sudden it catches my eye because this car cuts off the bus. Now it's speeding. It's in my lane. It's directly, you know, from the curb. It's that first lane. And dude hangs out the window. I'm like, oh, fellow drunk guy, right? Go to give him a friendly, like, hey. Next thing I know, I got hit by 5 fucking eggs. I think they only threw 5, and they hit every single fucking one, dude. A couple chest hits, one in the throat, which wasn't too pleasant, but I think it caught on my collarbone area.
Yeah.
And as I'm getting hit and these eggs are exploding, I happen to catch the bus driver who starts laughing. He hasn't stopped yet, but you see him just chuckling because you see yolk and egg just flying everywhere. And I don't know which was worse, like shitting myself or getting on this bus at 1 o'clock in the morning just
covered in egg.
There's no words,
shit yourself
dude.
that same evening?
No.
That would have been a bad night. I remember I was young, so I was like my wife and our brother were still doing Taekwondo, and we're driving back from their session, and I have no fucking clue why we had potato skins, but we made homemade potato skins, and we're like, yeah, of course, let's just bring them with us. Big old tray of potato skins. And we're sitting at the light, and these guys come by, and they don't egg us, but they have super soakers, and they're just going down the road super soaking everyone's car. And my wife's brother had the window down, and he just gets a face full. Like, from 3 feet away, super soaker 12,000 or whatever it is. His eyes red, and he's pissed, but the light turns red. So they're stuck with us, car over. And he's a hothead. He busts out the door and starts charging up. He's just going to start beating their ass. But it turns green right as soon as he gets up to the door and tries the handle. And so they take off. He runs back to the car, gets in the car. And my wife, when she drives, is a fucking maniac if you piss her off. And so she's like tailgating. We're like anywhere between 3 inches to a foot from the bumper. And I'm just like, slow down, you're gonna hit them. And they're shooting super soakers back at us, right? And she's like threatening to run them off the road. And I'm like, I was 18, 19. I'm like
spraying you with super soakers.
I'm like, fuck it. So I roll down the window and have this tray of potato skins. And I just start lobbing them at their car. And you see sour cream and grease going up the back window. I didn't hit anyone until we came to a stop, and a couple of them went in and through the sunroof.
Nice.
That was it. That was really no moral of the story besides I potato skinned someone's car.
If there's one thing this show doesn't have is morals.
Yeah,
morals or a point.
Or a point, exactly. It'd be more.
I think along the lines with the super soaker, this is probably freshman, sophomore year of high school. Kids in Newport Beach were pretty fucking rowdy, bunch of rich, spoiled fucking brats and shit. But I remember one night walking towards the main drag there, 17th and Irvine, and these guys were rolling a 2-man team. Bucket of water.
I like how they roll.
And then the second guy, fire extinguisher. I got hit that time too.
Fire extinguisher?
So yeah,
doused. I'm now soaked.
Yeah, and the fire extinguisher, a lot of people don't realize it's powder.
Yeah.
So
I'm pissed.
You got floured.
Yeah,
this is flour. Like, you got floured.
I got wet right after midnight,
right?
So, there's the one thing I hate. I'm wet. And I'm like, fuck, dude. And this other guy rolls up and he stops and he's like, wow, they fucking threw a bucket of water on you? I go, yeah, that sucks. Later, and they hit me with a fucking fire hose. The fire extinguisher. And I'm covered, dude. There's nothing I can do. It's
it couldn't have happened to a better person.
Right.
Like, seriously, like I could just picture you, like, sitting, like, reading your comics, like, minding your own business, or something like that, and then you get fucking sprayed with water. And you're like, fucking shit. And these guys are like, oh, man, that sucks. You're like, yeah, it really sucks. He's like, fuck you.
Man, this sucks. Well,
2-man team, that's awesome.
That fucking bastards, dude. So we're probably going to wrap up the show right here. If you have any erroneous opinions of your own, we'd love to hear from you. You can always email the show at erroneousopinions@gmail.com. You can like our page over at Facebook. We're Erroneous Opinions Podcast at facebook.com. If you want to follow us on Twitter, we're Erroneous Words at twitter.com. And as always, you can visit our website at erroneousopinions.com. So for this week, I'm Kevin Owens.
Sam Doreen.
Jonathan Winter.
We'll catch you guys next week.
Your stuff, open up. Thanks. They were just about to torch this place. Who are those guys? Competitors. There's no more channel multiplayer left from Haran, so they were hoping I'd come out and here's something that I'll get the coming from. This is going to be awesome. They'll be doing business with you. Well, put them in bed. What do you think? guess you're good with rice. Just go somewhere else. Don't stay here. Way ahead of you, pal. Yeah, no, I don't think you are.